Year 1307. Little Thomas woke up Lisa every night this year. He had stomach pain and a very high fever. Lisa didn't know what to do. He was screaming and crying non-stop. Probably he was just sick, but Lisa couldn't stop worrying about him. He even started vomiting on all his clothes, so Lisa did laundry more than usual. Cedric tried to give him some herbs that were supposed to help, but unfortunately, it didn't. While Thomas either slept or was crying, the other kids had to take more care of themselves. That wasn't too hard though, since Harvey was 4 years old now and mostly played with his toys. He was a really happy child, sometimes a little too happy. Christopher, who was 3 years old, played with himself as usual. He was also satisfied most of the time. Rosemary turned 5 this year. She and Cedric had started spending more time with each other since the incident last year. It was nice getting some attention from her father. She really missed that, but she was still a little rebellious sometimes. Cedric had actually changed since last year. He wanted to be more around his children and the farm. He saw how his eldest daughter became older. She was really his little angel. She would someday move out, get a husband and have kids of her own. Cedric didn't know if he could accept that. Thankfully, it was many years until then. Lisa was expecting her 5th child, and soon it was time to give birth. She didn't think of the pregnancy though. All she was thinking of was Thomas. She took him with her everywhere. The house started to suffer once again, but right now nothing else mattered than Thomas. I really want to give you some really good news, but sadly that's not going to happen. Because a week later, Thomas passed away. His fever never went down, and because of his stomach pains, his little body couldn't hold up. Lisa was broken inside. She had just lost her baby. Lisa, who always was very serious with the religion, started to question it. How could God do something like this to her? Her faith faded slowly. The kids understood that Thomas was gone and would never come back. Edward had heard the news and tried to support the family, but Cedric didn't want him in the house. Not right now. The days went and Lisa's water broke. She ran to Cedric and told him that it was time. Cedric was nervous. They had lost one kid. What if they would lose another one? But everything went fine. Lisa gave birth to another boy and named him Adam. But she was so sad that Adam didn't give her joy. She was actually more away from him than with him in the beginning. But for Cedric, Adam was a miracle. God had given them a new son to apologize for Thomas. Cedric really had a special connection to Adam. The tiny little boy was something else. Lisa later accepted that Thomas was gone, and the kids forgot about their dead brother. They played with each other again, and even Christopher started to hang out with his older siblings. Lisa felt a big hole in her chest, even if she accepted everything. But she couldn't go around feeling sad. She still had a family who needed food and a new son that would love to be with his mother. Cedric made a horse statue for Christopher because he wanted to be a good father. That statue would follow Christopher's whole life. Cedric and Lisa also started finding each other again. They wanted to feel love again, but both of them were scared that Lisa would get pregnant if they continued. The soil had been really good this year, and when Cedric was out hunting, he often came home with an animal. That made everything much easier. The family had a good year. Even if Thomas passed away, they still had 4 healthy children that played around. Lisa started spending time in the chapel again. Her faith had come back. Maybe it wasn't God's fault that her son was gone. Besides, he had brought Adam to her. Adam was a moody little baby. He could be happy and sad at the same time. Rosemary was soon going to turn 6 years old. Things would really change for her when that happened. But the parents felt like she was ready. Christopher couldn't stop asking his father if they could buy a horse, but Cedric said that it had to wait. And Harvey, he had 1 year left until things would change for him as well. He really wanted to grow up now and be like his father, but Cedric said that he didn't have to rush. The future waited patiently for him.